Japanese secret. Do this every morning and you'll stay fit at 90 plus introduction. A quiet secret from the land of the rising sun, the stillness of early morning. When the world is hushed and the air is pure, a quiet ritual unfolds across the Yosuchu villages and cities of Japan. It is not shouted from rooftops nor posted on social media. There are no glamorous fitness gurus, no protein shakes, and no promises of abs in 30 days. And yet, this very ritual, practiced for nearly a century, may hold the key to something far more profound, a life lived with energy, clarity, and graceful aging into your 90s. And even beyond. Imagine this for a moment. A 92-year-old man walks briskly to the local park. He stretches his arms, bends at the waist, lifts his legs gently, not with the struggle of age, but with the rhythm of habit. His back is straight. His eyes are bright. His presence speaks not of decline, but of mastery, a mastery of self-care through simplicity. This is no fantasy. It is daily life for millions of Japanese seniors. They are not merely surviving, they are thriving. While the world searches for expensive treatments and miracle cures, Japan has quietly built the highest life expectancy on earth. Men and women here are not only living longer, they are living better, walking unaided, cooking their own meals, tending to gardens, practicing art, and playing with grandchildren, even in their 90s and beyond. So what is their secret? Is it sushi? Is it technology? Is it superior healthcare? No. It begins in the first light of morning, with a practice so gentle, so simple, and so consistent that it slips under the radar of the modern world's obsession with extremes. And yet, it may be the most important 5 minutes of their entire day. Today, we uncover this Japanese secret. We dive into its philosophy, explore its science, and more importantly, we learn how you can begin doing it too, starting tomorrow. Morning. As the philosopher Seneca once wrote, a life well lived is not one of excess or noise, but of quiet and noble consistency. Let us begin. What is this secret morning practice? The name of this practice is Rajyo Taisu, commonly translated as radio calisthenics. You may have never heard of it. Or if you have, you may have dismissed it as a children's warm-up or a government fitness broadcast. But you would be mistaken to underestimate it. Rajyo Taisu has been practiced since 1928, when it was introduced by Japan's postal insurance system and later embraced nationwide. It consists of a series of slow, rhythmic, bodyweight exercises performed in unison, traditionally to a specific musical broadcast aired every morning at 6:30 a.m. across schoolyards, community parks, living rooms, and even in factories. The same melody echoes, a cheerful piano tune followed by a calm voice counting in Japanese. With those soft, familiar notes, people of all ages, from school children to grandmothers, stand together, stretch together, breathe together. It lasts about 3 to 5 minutes. That's all. And yet, within those minutes lies a practice that gently wakes the muscles and joints, enhances balance and mobility, promotes deep breathing and blood flow, reconnects the mind to the body in a peaceful, intentional way, and perhaps most importantly, it is done daily. No excuses. No gym required. No financial cost. A philosopher's reflection on routine as the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day." Rajyo Taisu is an embodiment of this wisdom. A minimalist ritual that removes complexity from health and makes wellness accessible to everyone. It does not seek to transform the body overnight. It is not built upon punishment or perfection. Instead, it is a small act of alignment, aligning the breath, the body, and the spirit. The science behind gentle movement, but let us not rely solely on poetry and tradition. Modern science supports the power of gentle, consistent morning movement especially for adults over 60. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy demonstrated that seniors who engaged in light dynamic stretching and movement upon waking had improved joint flexibility, better posture throughout the day, reduced risk of falls and hip fractures, enhanced cardiovascular efficiency, significantly improved mood and cognitive clarity within just 8 weeks. Another study from Tokyo Metropolitan Geriatric Hospital found that seniors who practiced Rajyo Taisu daily had lower body mass index (BMI), stronger leg muscles, and core stability, improved walking gait speed, which is a direct predictor of lifespan, higher life satisfaction scores, especially among those over 80. Why morning matters. The choice of morning is not arbitrary. Upon waking, the human body is in a vulnerable state. Blood pressure is higher, muscles are tight, and dehydrated circulation is sluggish. The mind is foggy and still shifting out of sleep, starting the day with even a few minutes of gentle, flowing movement helps to reset these physiological markers, improve oxygen delivery, and elevate serotonin levels, the body's natural feel-good chemical. It is no coincidence that Japanese elders report fewer mood disorders, less chronic fatigue, and greater emotional resilience than their counterparts in many Western countries. Morning movement, like Rajyo Taisu, quite literally sets the tone for the entire day. Real-life example, 98-year-old Haruko from Okinawa. Let us consider the story of Haruko Tanaka, a 98-year-old woman from Okinawa, one of the world's blue zones, known for extraordinary longevity. Every morning, Haruko rises before the sun. She opens the sliding doors to her tiny garden. She bows to the morning light, then begins her Rajyo Taisu, slowly, gracefully, like a quiet dance. Her spine is erect, her feet steady. She has never owned a treadmill. She has never taken a multivitamin, but she moves. She breathes. She honors the morning. When asked by a journalist, "What is the secret to your health?" she smiled and said in perfect clarity, "My morning is my medicine." Part 2. The historical and cultural roots of Rajyo Taisua, legacy born from simplicity. To understand the true power of Rajyo Taisu, one must journey back nearly a century to a Japan rising from industrial transformation, yet still deeply rooted in ancient cultural wisdom. The year was 1928, and the Japanese Ministry of Communications introduced a revolutionary idea: a national radio exercise to promote the health of its people. It was inspired by a similar program from the United States. But what happened next was uniquely Japanese. Instead of using it merely as a tool for corporate productivity, Japan absorbed it into its social fabric. Schools, military camps, factories, rural communities all embraced Rajyo Taisu. It was not enforced with military rigidity, nor treated as a chore. Rather, it became a shared rhythm of life, a soft thread that tied generations together. This day, over 20 million Japanese citizens perform Rajyo Taisu every morning, from school children to centenarians. A cultural framework of discipline and harmony. To the Western mind, the idea of a national morning exercise might sound quaint, or even unnecessary. But in Japan, it aligns with something far deeper: the cultural values of wa, harmony, seiketsu shukan, daily life habits, and ikigai, a reason for being. Japanese society does not view wellness as an emergency measure. It is not activated only when disease strikes. Instead, health is seen as the byproduct of balance, a quiet, daily ritual that respects the rhythms of nature and the wisdom of elders. As the philosopher Confucius once observed, the strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. And in Japan, that integrity is built in the morning, one breath, one stretch, one collective heartbeat at a time. Intergenerational bonding through movement. One of the most beautiful aspects of Rajyo Taisu is its intergenerational appeal. In parks across Tokyo, Kyoto, and small villages alike, it is common to see a 7-year-old performing the same movements as a 70-year-old in perfect sync, facing the rising sun. The child is not racing to grow up. The elder is not trying to look younger. They are simply moving together. This shared ritual builds more than just muscle. It builds continuity, community, and a subtle reverence for age. It is not surprising that in Japan, older adults are revered, not discarded. They are seen as wise mentors, not medical burdens. And this social respect contributes immensely to emotional well-being, which science now confirms is a major predictor of longevity. The morning circle, ritual as wellness. There is also a deeper, more spiritual layer. In many Japanese villages, Ragyo Taisu is performed in a circle, often barefoot, on temple grounds or village greens. The formation matters. It is not hierarchical, no leader in front, no follower in back. The circle symbolizes equality, presence, and the flow of shared energy. This quiet symbolism, the sense of unity and stillness at the beginning of each day, can have profound physiological effects. As Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, one of Japan's longest-living physicians who practiced medicine until 105, once wrote, "To maintain your vitality, engage the body gently, and surround yourself with shared purpose each morning." Scientific research. Routine as preventive medicine. Modern science has caught up with this ancient practice. A 2019 meta-analysis from the Japanese Society of Gerontology concluded that elderly individuals who engaged in daily, low-intensity physical rituals like Ragyo Taisu maintained better bone density, exhibited slower progression of arthritis, showed lower cortisol levels, indicating reduced stress, had higher scores on memory and spatial awareness tests. A study published in the European Journal of Aging also reported that morning group exercises in Japan helped decrease feelings of loneliness and depression in seniors, even more than medication in some cases. These findings are not surprising. Routine, especially morning routine, acts as a neurological anchor. It gives shape to the day, regulates biological clocks, and provides an internal rhythm that helps the elderly remain mentally sharp and emotionally stable. Why the West is now paying attention in recent years. Fitness programs in Europe and North America have begun to study Ragyo Taisu with curiosity and even admiration. Several retirement communities in Canada and the U.S. have begun integrating Japanese-style group stretching and breathing exercises in the morning, reporting marked improvements in mobility, balance, social interaction, medication reduction. Appears the West is finally recognizing what Japan has quietly known for generations. You do not need to run marathons to age well. You do not need to buy expensive supplements to stay sharp. You simply need consistency, simplicity, and presence. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor-philosopher, once wrote, "The secret to all victory lies in the organization of the non-obvious." And what could be more non-obvious than 5 minutes of morning movement shaping the length and quality of an entire life? A morning posture, a lifelong message in Japanese schools. Every morning begins not just with attendance, but with Ragyo Taisu. Children are taught not only the movements, but the intention behind them, that one's body is a sacred vessel, and to move it with care is an act of both discipline and gratitude. The message they absorb from childhood is simple, yet profound. Take care of your body gently. Begin each day with structure. Stay connected to those around you. Let health be a journey, not a goal. By the time these children grow into adults, and then into elders, this way of thinking is ingrained, not imposed. It becomes second nature, like brushing teeth or making tea. What the world can learn from Japan's quiet mornings. If there is one gift that Japan offers the world, it is the reminder that health does not need to be loud. In a world obsessed with intensity, Japan invites us to embrace intention. In a world chasing youth, Japan shows us the elegance of aging with grace. And in a world filled with chaos, Japan offers the serenity of ritual, not as an escape from aging, but as a way to fully engage with it. Part 3. Step-by-step breakdown of the Japanese morning ritual. How to perform the Japanese morning secret at home. Now that we have traced the origins of this secret and understood its cultural power, let us turn to the practical heart of the matter. How exactly is this done? The beauty of Ragyo Taisu lies in its simplicity. It requires no equipment, no prior fitness background, and no instructor. All it asks is a few feet of space, a willingness to be present, and the commitment to give your body the honor of gentle movement. Below is a step-by-step breakdown of the traditional Ragyo Taisu routine, which you can begin performing tomorrow. Morning. Even if you are over 60, 70, or beyond. 1. The starting posture, ready and present. Stand tall with feet shoulder-width apart. Let your arms rest by your sides, and close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in slowly, breathe out slowly. Allow your mind to come into this moment. As the Roman Stoic Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Begin by mastering your breath. 2. Arm raises with deep breathing. Slowly lift both arms above your head as you inhale deeply. Then, exhale slowly as you bring your arms down. Repeat this motion 3 times. This movement opens the chest, activates circulation, regulates the breath, stimulates the lymphatic system. Scientific studies in pulmonary rehabilitation show that combining arm mobility with deep breathing improves oxygen absorption in seniors and enhances heart health. 3. Arm circles and shoulder mobilization. Extend your arms to the side and make slow circular motions, first forward and backward. This improves shoulder joint flexibility, postural stability, prevention of frozen shoulder. Tip: keep circles small and controlled. Focus on the sensation, not speed. 4. Side bends. Awakening the spine. Place your hands on your hips or above your head. Slowly bend to the left, then to the right. Repeat 4 to 6 times on each side. This stretches the intercostal muscles between the ribs, improves lateral spinal mobility, and gently engages your obliques. A 2020 study in Journal of Functional Fitness found that lateral flexibility correlates with fall prevention in seniors. 5. Light knee lifts. Now, standing tall, lift one knee at a time, bringing it slightly upward as if walking in place. Keep the rhythm slow and balanced. Your hands may move naturally with each step. This movement activates the hip flexors and quadriceps, engages balance muscles, helps with gait training. 6. Torso twists. The detoxifier with your arms loosely at your sides. Begin turning your torso left and right slowly, letting your arms swing gently. This movement stimulates digestion, mobilizes the spine, activates core muscles, encourages detoxification by massaging internal organs. This is one of the most loved Ragyo Taisu movements by Japanese elders. 7. Forward. Fold and gentle rise. With a long exhale, slowly bend forward, knees soft, reaching toward your toes or just below your knees. Inhale as you rise back up. Repeat 2 to 3 times. This stretches hamstrings, lower back, calves, stimulates blood flow to the brain. Scientific research in geriatric balance therapy shows that forward folds improve proprioception, body awareness, and calm the nervous system. 8. Closing movement. Full body stretch. Finally, raise both hands toward the sky. Stand on your toes if you can. Stretch upward like a tree reaching for the light. Hold for 5 seconds. Slowly release. Smile gently. Breathe deeply. You have honored your body. No perfection, only practice. This simple 5-minute ritual is not about perfect form or athletic performance. It is about awakening, gently reminding your muscles, joints, and breath that life continues. And movement is your daily gift. As the Japanese proverb says, fall 7 times, stand up 8. Even if you miss a day, begin again. Even if you age, move again. This is the secret. Part 4. The hidden health benefits. Why this morning? Ritual works after 60 movement that nourishes the brain. One of the most remarkable and lesser-known benefits of the Japanese morning ritual is its impact on cognitive health. While the body gently moves, something profound is happening in the brain. New neural pathways are forming. Blood flow increases to the prefrontal cortex, and memory-related circuits become more active. A landmark study published in the Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry and Neurology found that elderly adults who practiced daily structured movement, such as Rajyo Taisu, demonstrated a 23% slower rate of cognitive decline over a 5-year period. This protective effect was especially strong in individuals over 70. Why? Because rhythmic movement activates not just muscles, but brain-body synchronization. Movements like side bends, deep breaths, and torso twists create sensory feedback that keeps the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, awake and alive. As the Greek philosopher Aristotle noted, the mind is not separate from the body. When one moves, so does the other. Balance and stability. The silent shield against injury. One of the most dangerous risks as we age is falling. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in people over 65. However, consistent low-impact movement greatly reduces this danger. Rajyo Taisu specifically strengthens ankle and knee stabilizers, lower back alignment, core muscles for postural integrity. A 2021 Japanese study involving over 12,000 seniors found that daily practice of this exercise lowered fall-related injuries by 40%. Even more impressively, participants who had existing balance issues reported improvement in as little as 4 weeks. Balance is not just physical, it is neurological. By reinforcing balance through repetitive motion, the brain builds reflexive corrections, reducing hesitation and stiffness that often lead to accidents. Improved flexibility, the fountain of daily mobility. Age reduces flexibility in joints, muscles, and connective tissue. But this loss is not inevitable. What is lost through time can be partially regained through repetition and rhythm. Each movement in Rajyo Taisu, from arm circles to toe touches, gently stretches muscle fascia, increases joint lubrication, and restores range of motion. Improved flexibility supports better walking gait, easier stair, climbing, pain-free bending and lifting. Unlike static yoga or high-pressure fitness, the Japanese morning routine is not about extremes. It teaches the body to flow, not strain. As the Taoist sage Lao Tzu once said, water is fluid, soft, and yielding. But water will wear away rock. So too does daily gentle movement conquer the stiffness of aging. Heart health and circulation boost. Deep breathing and coordinated movement in Rajyo Taisu stimulates circulatory flow without burdening the heart. Studies from Japan's National Center for Geriatrics and Gerontology reveal that 5 to 10 minutes of daily light exercise increases capillary perfusion in limbs, reduces resting blood pressure, improves venous return in legs, lowers risk of blood clots in sedentary seniors, like sudden bursts of cardio. This method protects the heart by keeping it engaged but unstrained. This is why Japanese centenarians are often found walking upright, with stable pulses and vibrant circulation, because their mornings begin with a ritual that opens the body gradually, like a sunrise. Joint lubrication and arthritis prevention. Joints, like gears, must be moved daily to stay fluid. When idle, they stiffen. When activated gently, they self-lubricate. Rajyo Taisu helps to stimulate synovial fluid production, reduce joint friction, prevent progression of osteoarthritis. This is especially vital for those suffering from mild joint discomfort. Unlike jogging or strength training, the movements are low impact and linear, causing no inflammation or wear. Part 5. Emotional well-being and the peace within. How this morning ritual heals the heart beyond the physical, entering the realm of emotional. Healing. The benefits of Japan's morning ritual are not limited to the body or brain alone. There is something deeper, quieter, and perhaps more essential that it touches. The human spirit. As the sun rises each day, so too rises the opportunity to align ourselves with calmness, order, and inner serenity. Rajyo Taisu, when practiced regularly, becomes a kind of moving meditation, a sanctuary where the heart can breathe, and where the spirit finds rhythm and release. This emotional regulation is particularly crucial for seniors, who often face loneliness, grief, loss of purpose, anxiety about aging or death. And yet, a 2022 study conducted by the Tokyo Institute of Behavioral Wellness showed that older adults who engaged in group-based morning movement reported 35% lower levels of reported loneliness, 28% decrease in symptoms of mild depression, significantly increased levels of self-reported life satisfaction, routine as emotional anchoring. When life feels uncertain, routine becomes an anchor. The Japanese morning ritual, with its predictable sequence and steady pace, provides a kind of emotional grounding. As psychologist Dr. Mariko Takahashi explains, predictable movement provides a framework for the unpredictable emotions of life. This is especially powerful for seniors who may feel they have lost control over many aspects of their existence: health, mobility, income, or independence. The ability to wake up, stand tall, and perform a series of gentle movements gives them back a sense of autonomy. It whispers to them, "You are still capable. You are still here." Spiritual stillness through motion. In many Japanese temples and community centers, Rajyo Taisu is accompanied by music or soft chimes. But it is also performed in silence, just the breath, the birds, the wind. This silence is not empty. It is full of presence. It creates a space for the soul to realign, much like the Zen practice of zazen or seated meditation. Only here, the meditation flows through the limbs. The body becomes the prayer. As the poet Rainer Maria Rilke wrote, "The only journey is the one within." And each morning, for millions of Japanese elders, that inward journey begins with an outward stretch. Connection with others, healing through togetherness. Many elderly Japanese citizens gather in public parks each morning to perform these exercises together. They greet each other with gentle bows. They move in sync. And then they part, their spirits lifted. This social ritual, even if only for 10 minutes, generates a powerful emotion: belonging. In fact, belonging is now recognized by the World Health Organization as a determinant of healthy aging. Isolation is toxic. Togetherness heals. This is why in Japan, seniors are less likely to be depressed or suffer from social neglect. They are visible. They are included. They are part of a rhythm greater than themselves. Emotional memory and movement. Every morning stretch becomes a silent message from the past, a whisper from childhood routines, military drills, temple grounds, SCHOOYARDS. There is comfort in this repetition. Each movement reminds the elder, "I did this when I was 10. I still do it now at 80. I am alive." This kind of emotional continuity is healing in itself. It reminds one that the body may change, but the essence remains. The heart moves. Two cardiologists often speak of the heart as a pump, but it is also a center of emotion. The parasympathetic nervous system, which governs rest and peace, is activated through slow rhythmic motion, just like in Rajyo Taisu. This leads to reduced heart rate variability, lowered stress hormones, more consistent mood regulation. When practiced regularly, seniors report feeling more patient, more hopeful, and more at peace. Final thoughts of Part 5. This morning practice is not simply a matter of health. It is a philosophy of life. One that says, move gently, begin again, embrace your age, and find your peace each day, not in silence, but in steady, sacred motion. As we transition to Part 6, we shall explore how this daily habit influences longevity itself, through science, real-world examples, and the stories of Japanese elders who live actively, even at 90 or 100 years old. Part 6. Longevity and Lifespan. The science of living long. Japanese centenarians attribute their long lives not just to diet, but to consistent daily rituals like morning movement. Studies from Okinawa Centenarian Study show that elders who performed light morning exercises had lower risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and dementia. Their secret isn't extreme fitness, it's unbroken consistency. It is not length of life, but depth of life. Ralph Waldo Emerson. These rituals give depth, presence, and structure to each day, and longevity follows naturally. Part 7. How to start the habit. A beginner's guide. Start small. Begin with 3 to 5 minutes. Choose a quiet spot. Follow simple movements from Rajyo Taisu. Add soft music if needed. Track your progress weekly. Share your routine with a friend or family member. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. Consistency is your true teacher. Part 8. The role of nature and environment. Most Japanese elders perform their morning routines outdoors in parks, gardens, or temple grounds. Natural sunlight boosts vitamin D, improves mood, and resets the body's internal clock, circadian rhythm. The greenery reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Albert Einstein. Nature becomes your partner in this sacred ritual. Part 9. Stories of the Elders. Real examples. Meet Mr. Yamamoto, age 92, Tokyo. Walks daily to the park, performs Rajyo Taisu with his community. He says, I wake up to see my friends move with me. That gives me strength. Mrs. Haruka, 88, Kyoto. Started at 65 after arthritis diagnosis. Now climbs stairs with ease. These stories are not miracles. They are reflections of commitment, routine, and grace. Part 10. The final message. Your morning, your legacy. This Japanese morning practice is more than health. It is a legacy, a gift you give to your future self. Aging does not mean decline. It means refinement. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. C.S. Lewis. So tomorrow morning, rise, stretch, breathe, begin. Because those who begin again never grow old. So now the choice rests in your hands. You can let another morning pass in silence and stiffness, or you can rise with purpose, stretch with gratitude, and begin again, like millions of Japanese elders who choose to move instead of mourn, who choose vitality over waiting. This morning ritual is not just about health. It is a quiet revolution of the soul, one that whispers, you are still alive. You are still capable, and your best years may still lie ahead. So try it, just once, then again tomorrow, and the next. And in a few weeks, perhaps you won't just feel better. You'll feel reborn, because those who honor their mornings live forever young in spirit. Thank you for watching. If this inspired you, share it with someone over 60 who needs this light. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your one click could change a life.